You bastard. You bastard. Can you hear me now? Yes, there we go. Okay. Kill. Can you hear me now? Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, jeez. Why am I getting echo? Yes, oh, jeez. Why am I getting echo? I'm so sorry, guys. I've had a very long weekend. My wife and I, Otter, have both had a very long weekend. For those who don't know, over the weekend here in Arizona, we had SabotenCon. Had a lot of fun. We did a lot of great things with Sugar Pink Cafe. We were raising money for the GoFundMe setup to help Mike McFarland, who's a fantastic voice actor, who's voiced many of my original husbandos from way back in the day. Back before we called them husbandos, we just said, I licked it, it's mine. Yeah, that was the thing we did. We're not proud of it, but we did it. We own it. But he's voiced characters like Buggy from One Piece. He's voiced, oh my god, I just forgot everything he's ever done. He was Yamcha, or no, he was Master Roshi. Master Roshi, he was not Yamcha. He was Master Roshi in DBZ. He was Gene Havoc in Fullmetal Alchemist, my original, he's not broken, but I can fix him. Big time crush. Don't judge me, I know I have issues. He's done a lot of characters. He's done a lot of directing. He's a great guy, and he's going through rough times, so Sugar Pink Cafe was super awesome, and we did some fundraising, and we were able to send their family some help. We're sending it tonight once everything processes, because, you know, digital payments, it's a whole ordeal. But yeah, so that was something that we did over the weekend. Also got to meet some amazing voice actors. The voice actor for Barrett from Seven, by the way, the remake, not the OG. The OG is amazing. Absolutely. We got to meet him a couple years ago. He's really great. But the new version of the remake, he looks big and scary, okay? I saw him and my first thought was, oh god, he could snap me in half. The reason I say this man is like 6'8" or something like that. He is tall. He's tall. He's also very, very, very gentle giant, but he doesn't look like a gentle giant. And we ended up sitting there talking with him for a good 10-15 minutes. I got to talk to him about how much Final Fantasy meant and how much me and my uncle bonded over and all this fun stuff. And for reference, I was dressed as Bon Clay, so I had a lot of makeup on. I had just so much makeup on. It was so good to scrub my face when I got home. I'm sitting here like, oh my god, I want to cry. He's so nice. I love this so much. I want to cry right now, but I have too much makeup on. I want to cry, but my foundation costs $48. I had my moment. His handler, sneaky volunteer that she is, I know her. She's a friend of mine. I used to volunteer with her way back. Leans over, hands him a card, just goes, oh no, I dropped this. He picks up, he's like, oh, would you look at that? You seem to have dropped this, basically. Pulling the, oh, look, I'm giving this to you. Because apparently he didn't realize how much, it's hard to, words are hard. He's nice. I will tell the story better when my brain is working just a smidgen better. But we got to meet him, I got to re-meet Joss Petersdorf, and my wife got to meet him for the first time, or was that a re-meet for you?
No, that was my first time meeting him.
Right, because you didn't make it the year he was there, right?
No, I didn't go.
No, you went the year after, when J. Michael Tatum was there.
Yeah, that was my first Sabo, was the year, J. Michael Tatum.
Right. Anyway,
You've been going to Sabo longer than me.
Only by like a year or two.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got the chance to talk to Joss Petersdorf. For those who don't know, he voices Roadhog in Overwatch. He voices plethora of fantastical characters from World of Warcraft. And as you all know, I'm a diehard WoW head. That's not going away anytime soon. Does audio sound good? You good?
Yeah, I'm just watching a video.
Oh, okay. You look like you were suddenly just like, sounds are bad. Anyway, so got to talk to him. Turns out his favorite dispensary that he likes to purchase from is the one that my grow house job that I have. That's all I'm allowed to say, by the way. I can only say that I work at a grow house. It's a particular brand that I happen to work for. And we started bonding, and we had actually met years before. There was one year we had Hanzo, Junkrat, Roadhog, Zenyatta, Diva, and there was one more from Overwatch we had. I know because he was an absolute jackass. Ugh, whatever. He's not important. Anyway, we had a good chunk of the Overwatch voice actors there, and at the time, I only ran panels and I volunteered. So I was working it, and, you know, I was running panels on things like con etiquette. I was doing stuff about, you know, cosplay does not equal consent. Use deodorant, please, for the love of God. So many people didn't use deodorant this weekend. It was so gross. And I had run into him at the bar at the hotel downstairs, and he noticed that I happened to have a particular eau de toilette, if you will, that reminisced of some form of gardening of 420 hour once the sun is starting its descent into the lower end. And we had started bonding over it. We were talking about our favorite gardening tips, you know, special tools that you need for certain plants. You know, gardening is a very, very scientific process. And then it came to the point of, you know, the fruits of the labor, enjoying the different sweet confectionaries that can be made from hardy gardening and preparation of gardening, because it is a very important thing to prep properly. And one thing led to another, and several whiskey shots were had, and by the end of it, he and I were singing really, really off-key, like, fantasy ballads, and just basically pirating it up, and my buddies had to drag me to the room, because I was just like, no, I can walk, and I could not, in fact, walk. I was, in fact, a limp sack of potatoes without the bones. The next day, I'd gone down, we were both nursing a hell of a hangover, we just kind of made that eye contact of, you, rock on, man. But we got to talk to him today. He was really nice, and he did say that he would love to come back to Arizona. Apparently, a lot of people love coming to Arizona. I don't know why. It's hot, but you know what? I'm not bitching, because this means that I get to fulfill, like, 13-year-old nerdy Q's absolute fantasies. And yeah, so it was a fun weekend. We got to see a lot of our favorite friends. We got to see one of our besties, Hellcat and Samurai. Love them to death. Mwah. We got to see Corky cosplay, and of course, we got to see Ty and CL. We had to see our bestest adoptive nephews. I don't care, I am Uncle Q now, or Auntie Q, depending on the day. We got to catch up with some of